Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay, Game 4 here on the map Total Rock. Oh, Thandis casted this. Yeah, hopefully this is just on his stream and not on YouTube, because I really don't like casting games that have already been casted by other casters. But, oh well, I'm already underway with the series, so I can't really stop. But anyway, I did forget about the little mistake on Game 3 in the top right. It said Game 2, but it should have been Game 3. I guess I could do it at post-editing, but it's so little I don't think it matters too much. Hopefully that doesn't make too much confusion. Anyway, Game 4 here on the map Turtle Rock. We have Grubby spawning in as the green orc in the bottom right, and we have Sonic the yellow night elf in the top left. So yeah, as stated by the observers, Game 3 very short. Sonic did go for an extremely risky play, starting out with, I think, a very difficult orange creep camp. Normally Night Elves do, breeze through orange creep camps, but this one was particularly tough. Instead of the single Null Overseer double Wardens, we had that and more stuff, so like there was a lot more players in that creep camp, so needed more effort. And worst of all, Grubby came along and he didn't creepjack the Overseer, but he did steal the item and caused the Ancient of War to get killed off, and that basically left Sonic so vulnerable. Grubby, he just built towers and didn't look back. It's extremely difficult to come back from that instance, unless you're a human, because you can utilize militia. Night Elf's probably the worst because the Wisps can't actually fight back, and if you lost your Ancient of War, you can't really fight back with your buildings either. So yeah, it was just very unfortunate. Grubby playing it very well. Sonic was playing it very well as well. Deciding to go after mercenaries to try and help your defense was, it has to be commendable, that decision making, but still, it was his poor decision making at the creep camp that caused him that loss regardless, so I guess it kind of cancels out each other. And pretty lucky for the Blade Master of Grubby, taking Sonic's own Ogre Warrior camp, able to get himself a +6 claws of attack. Definitely something you would like to see from any camp that the Blade Master takes, really. I mean, it's been so long since we've seen such a devastating Blade Master. Hopefully we'll see it in this game. I don't think this one's as short as last game, which is kind of sad. Oh yikes. I do like short games because it makes my job a lot easier, but not for now. Blade Master actually getting very lucky with a second claws of attack here. So Grubby is looking towards that unstoppable Blade Master soon. Just needs to be a little careful not to lose his Blade Master. That was the one reason he lost in Game 2. He just constantly lost his Blade Master. And we might even have the Archer trick coming down for Sonic. We have seen the Druid of Talon trick, apparently, from the first map, Echo Isles. So yep, I was wondering if he was actually gonna do the Archer trick since he already displayed such trickiness, but yep, he is indeed gonna go for it. He needs, I think you need 3 archers, but this is kind of telling for Grubby, as he just passes by the Blade Master there. Denial from the Demon Hunter, so at least there is that, denying of experience, but should be a little careful when trying to do the Archer trick at your opponent's side, because it takes a long time and it should be fairly predictable, because there's not no cons to it whatsoever, except it might take a little longer than usual. So yeah, Sonic just gonna clear out Grubby's own camp here. I think a Circlet is probably the best item being dropped, but no, it's going to be a Cloak of Shadows instead, so double Cloak of Shadows. It seems like Sonic is extremely unlucky this game so far, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course, luck plays some factors, but not entirely. Archers are going to Shadow Mount once again. The Blade Master did use his final charge in the previous encounter, so he will have to go and shop again. Tier 2 should be finished fairly soon for Sonic. No Hunter Soul indicates a double Ancient of Wind once again. Grubby also very close to finishing Tier 2 as well. We should be seeing the standard Bestiary Spirit Lodge. And here we go. It would be nice to take out the Watcher Ward for if you're facing against an Orc player, because the Watcher Ward does reveal the Blade Master, but yeah, not gonna let it too easily. We're gonna have the Beastmaster come out as a second hero, able to pick up one of the grunts with the Quill Beast, but this is kind of dangerous situation for Sonic to be in, because he only has his 2 heroes. Meanwhile, he's facing off against Grubby's entire army basically, but he's able to pick off a couple of grunts here and there, and with the help of the creep camp. It must be so stressful for Grubby because he has to deal with 2 fronts here, but at least he doesn't give away the Watcher Ward for free. Or at least just yet. Blade Master would definitely love to get that level 2 here. Able to pick up the Ring of Regen. Pretty nice item, and he gets the Watcher Ward as well. Healing Salve will be picked up by the Beastmaster there. Oh, funny that. A non-orc player with a Healing Salve. Not every day do you see that, and the Turn Chieftain comes out as the second hero for Grubby. Bestiary Spirit Lodge and double Ancient of Wind as well. Tier 3 underway, and halfway completed for Sonic. Oh, that's a good sign as well. Level 2 on the Beastmaster already. That will give the True Sight Hawk. It won't deal any lightning just yet, but soon. Probably at level 4 Beastmaster, since he will most likely take the Frenzy Beast rather than the Thunderhawk. And a 1v1, kind of 1v1. The Quill Beast did kind of shoot out a million shots or something like that against the Blade Master, but Ring of Regen, double claws of attack there. Definitely not a foe you would like to annoy a little too much. Another mana burn will prevent the Windwalk from happening.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, not enough to exactly kill the Blade Master. He is gonna salve up with the Ring of Regen. He should be good to go, honestly. And he's found himself a free Wisp. Is gonna dispel and basically act as a pseudo mana burn. Is that invisibility? That is indeed invisibility for the Demon Hunter. Kind of risky that he chose to use it with such low health, but he's gonna pick up the Tinkerer as Tier 3 is completed and Master's Training is underway for those dots. Of course, the downside of going Master's Training early on is like you don't give your druids enough of a window to build up the mana pool, so yeah, it's a wise choice not to engage in combat just yet. Even though you just got like Master's Training, you have to wait a bit to get Cyclone available. Watcher Wards have been claimed by Grubby on both sides, so this is a huge advantage to him. Of course, he didn't place them in ideal locations. Normally, players, if they have the liberty, will drag the Blue Ogre out to open field, and yeah, they'll gain much more radius around that vision, but of course in this kind of position it's kind of blocked by those trees. Druids are going to be picked off by the ensnares of those raiders, and yeah, so far so good. The Ancient of War is showing, but he will get taken down. Of course, it doesn't matter too much about the raiders' siege damage because uprooted buildings are heavy armor, I believe, instead of fortified. But regardless, Sonic is looking like he's in a pretty bad position right now. The item drops have not been that great, and the Blade Master's got himself +9 claws of attack. That's pretty lucky for Grubby. He's already at +21. He doesn't have a Kodo Beast. He doesn't have the Lightning Bolt just yet. So that's an insane amount of health, damage, and he gets the Warsong Battle Drum. This is probably the luckiest item drops I've seen in some time, and that is going to make a spectacular game for the Blade Master at least. It's probably not going to be fair for Sonic, but oh well. Rune of Healing is available, so Sonic can use that if he's kind of screwed. He did get a pretty disastrous shockwave there, but thanks to the Rune of Healing, it will heal them right back up. Turn Chieftain gets cycloned into a surround, but is there enough damage to actually deliver the killing blow? It doesn't look like it, as invulnerability has been popped here. He has also been given the Ring of Regen, so he will be able to heal up with the salve pretty quickly. Another shockwave didn't deal too much to the druids, mainly at those goblins, and a speed scroll will be used as a retreat. Cyclone is going to be utilized to try and prolong this actual fight. Mana burn onto the Blade Master, so both heroes are pretty low in terms of the mana pool here, so no more shockwaves, no more windwalks. Demon Hunter is very low on health. He should be a little careful here. We do not have a preservation staff just yet, so Sonic should be able to realize the bounds of his limits. And surprisingly enough, that was a pretty good fight for Sonic. I think it was just because he had just so many units, but apparently that's not the case. Grubby has the same amount of units as well. Despite having the item advantage, I think it was basically the difference between this game and game 1, where he would constantly play the kiting game, excessively burning the mana pools of those druids. He didn't do it that fight really. He mainly just kept on fighting rather than going on a kiting mission. But yeah, he is going to go in for a re-engage. Will we see another shockwave? Level 3 on the Turn Chieftain, so he should have level 2 shockwave. He doesn't have enough mana for it though, so yeah, it's the struggles of fighting against the Demon Hunter. It's very annoying to deal with. Greater Healing Potion will be popped by the Demon Hunter, but he's getting burned fairly quickly again. Level 3 popped right there. He should be able to use that Invulnerability Potion if he so desires. He will indeed use that, and Grubby loses himself the Blade Master. So that was really unfortunate. Blade Master being killed off is definitely one of the downsides to, one of the reasons to Grubby's downfall in game 2. He had a health pot as well, which is very interesting. I think he had double health pot. That's probably why he wasn't able to use this one, because it was on cooldown. But yeah, either the Tauren Chieftain or the Blade Master needs to hold maybe a mana potion, because I mean, the mana burns are just so annoying to deal with. Fairy dragons are popping out, a lot of fairy dragons. In fact, Sonic has gone, or at least I thought he had gone over upkeep, but apparently not. He is able to afford so many without actually getting attacks on. Blade Master will be surrounded and most likely get killed off once again, unless the Tauren Chieftain goes in for a devastating shockwave. Blade Master actually is able to escape that surround before getting surrounded, cycloned once again. Should be going for another easy surround. Blade Master is getting surrounded, meanwhile the Beast Master is being ensnared. So a trade of heroes maybe, level 3 onto that Tinkerer. So yeah, level 2 Pocket Factory will make its way into the game, able to just provide a lot more stronger goblins, and that is actually going to be a GG from Grubby as he loses his Blade Master a second time. Oh, that was so unfortunate, because the Blade Master got himself such good items. The late game would have been like an absolutely monstrous Blade Master, but Sonic just does not want that, and that's going to be game. So we are indeed going to go for a full 5-game series here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys again next time.